So as much as I dislike Biden, as much as I call him Genocide Joe, as much as I'm um, angry with him for cracking down at the border, um, and for a whole host of other things, um, we at this channel, we at Your Politics is Cringe, and by we I mean me, uh, do our darndest. I should rather say, I guess I do my darndest to um, be fair. Um, Firm but fair, I think, is the um, philosophy of this channel. So here's something to give President Biden credit for. Biden immigration action is a sigh of relief for mixed status families and a key political move. After nearly a decade of living in fear that he might be forever separated from his U.S. citizen wife, Alex Paz Medrano was giving thanks on Tuesday as President Joe Biden announced a plan for them to stay together. Biden announced an executive action to protect about 500,000 undocumented spouses of American citizens from deportation. Anticipated for months, the plan drew applause and excitement among immigration advocates and many Democrats who have been pressing Biden to take the step. We all want to better ourselves. We all want progress for our families, and I'm very grateful in the name of the people who will benefit by having greater opportunities, Paz Medrano said. Medrano of Hanover, Pennsylvania, immigrated from Mexico in 2005 and has been married to a U.S. citizen since 2016. Immigration advocates and Democrats said that Biden's actions can help mobilize a substantial segment of Latino and other voters who support protecting long-term immigrants from deportation and family separation, despite growing support among voters for stronger border measures. I have many employees who are in this situation. It is going to be a big help for many people, said Pedro Zamora of New York, who owns several restaurants and nightclubs and employs about 400 people, including some with spouses who are undocumented. Zamora had advocated in Washington for the policy change. Biden announced that when the plan is enacted, spouses of U.S. citizens who are undocumented and have been in the U.S. for at least 10 years as of June 17, 2024, would be able to apply for legal permanent residence. In a major departure from current practice, spouses without legal status will be able to apply from the U.S. and not be required to go back to their native countries, which has resulted in long-term separation. Biden also announced plans to make it easier for some immigrants who are college graduates, including those in the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival, or DACA, programs to get work visas. I know how life-changing today's announcement is for so many people who, like me, were worried about our safety and our future, said Bruno Salad, Senior Political Director for the Youth Immigration Advocacy Organization, United We Dream. The executive action is a counterweight to Biden's immigration restrictions action, tightening asylum policies enacted earlier this month. Heavily criticized by some, it has been seen as a way to bring order to the border by the administration and its supporters. Together, the two policies resemble the previous sweeping immigration reform bills that Congress has repeatedly failed to finalize. So, and with Joe Biden, he does something daft, he does something terrible, and he does something good again, and then the cycle just kind of repeats. He can't really make up his mind what kind of president he wants to be. He kind of goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But this is good. I mean, this is a good thing. People who move here or are seeking asylum here, I think, should be given asylum. People who are married to American citizens, I think, should be allowed to stay here, and there should be a path towards permanent residency and citizenship. I said this before in the video where I was criticizing Biden about his crackdown on the border, but America's built on immigration. America's built on this, melting pot idea, and anyone who wants to crack down on that, I think, is foolish. Not only are you implying that people who are coming here often to escape persecution or escape terrible living conditions or what have you, that they should be stuck in those living conditions. They shouldn't look for a better life. But you're also depriving the U.S. of a more diverse labor force. You're depriving the U.S. of, cultural interaction. And, if we're really like the land of the free, the land of opportunity, the land of, starting anew, starting fresh, then we should be way more accommodating in our policies towards immigrants, even undocumented immigrants. Many of them are hardworking, and they're not citizens, but hardworking members of their communities. And particularly if they're married, then they clearly have immense ties to their community already, to family, friends, loved ones. So yeah, I mean, in short, it's Biden's needs to loosen up on the border, but at least in terms of dealing with undocumented immigrants who are already here and married to citizens and whatnot, and some who have college degrees and whatnot, he's trying to help them find a path towards permanent residency, and that's